Welcome to my weekly tips and tools to start the right business for you video. Hello, my name is Patricia Botero Saint Jean. I'm the founder of Open for Business, and I help employees transition to becoming entrepreneurs successfully by researching and starting the right business for them. And that's the business that will allow them to build a life they love. So today I thought I would get personal with you and share what led me to developing this methodology of right business, right life, which is delivered through my courses and also with my private clients that I coach on a weekly or bi-weekly basis. So the truth is, in the last decades, after I spent 25 years in the trenches of Main Street business ownership, I finally realized why many business owners struggle in their businesses. So you see, I had been coaching business owners one on one, and while their businesses had improved, a few owners remained really disgruntled with their lives as entrepreneurs, no matter what improvement they saw in their bottom line. And I felt very frustrated because I thought that once their business was back on track, these owners would be enthusiastic again and loving their lives as business owners. And that's when it dawned on me. After I interviewed them about their respective lives as business owners, I got what they were unhappy with. And it was not really the business itself, it was their day to day lives as owners of that particular business. But why? Was the business a bad business? No. Often the business was very profitable. Was the owner a bad entrepreneur? No. The owner was hardworking, diligent, and often very business savvy. So when I was coaching them, I observed that the business, instead of facilitating the creation of a life of their own design, had ended up turning them into slave to that business. And at least that's how it felt to them. And who could blame them? That's how it feels when you resent your day-to-day activity, any day-to-day activities, as in a job and even as owner of a business. So how did this happen? Well, there are two times where this happened. The first time it happens because there's an initial bad match between the owner and the business. And you could call this irreconcilable differences. They had misaligned expectation, an initial flawed understanding of what this venture required of them and what it could deliver in their daily lives as leaders of that business. So you see, the owner had not exercised the right due diligence in picking a business or deciding what business to start. Or maybe they were sold one. And maybe this is what you fear when you consider business ownership. A lot of people are afraid that once they start one, they're not going to be happy at all. And you're absolutely right. This can happen. And the reality is that a small business is not like a job that you can quit anytime you're unhappy. A business is more like a marriage, it's a partnership. Not just for you, but you and your family are in partnership with that business. And if you choose the right partner or the right business, you still need to work on that relationship. And you can be happy for a long time, if not forever. But you do need to pick the right business to pick to begin with. There's one thing I realized, and it doesn't matter how good the business is and how profitable or viable it is. If the owner's mindset is not in the right space, if they are unhappy with that business, what it does for them, for their lives, there's no way the business can grow and thrive. It all begins with the owners. Your mindset as owner of the business is so important. It's crucial. Keep that in mind. So take care of your mindset as much as you take care of your business. And this is what happens. People pick a business because, either they work with a broker, a business broker or a franchise broker, or they come up with an idea that doesn't fly or that doesn't really, the idea is a good idea, but the business itself doesn't fit them. And when it comes to brokerage of a business, brokers are useful. They're here to facilitate a transaction, period, and that's important, but it doesn't do anything for you to make sure that, if assuming you pick a business that's successful or that has potential to be successful, that you're going to be happy. You need to do some other type of work before you get to that point of picking a business. And that work is what I do with my clients and my students in the course of my classes, and to make sure that we have a business that is the right business for you. So keep that in mind. If you're considering entrepreneurship and business ownership as your next chapter in your life, spend considerable amount of time, which is something you don't have to do after you quit your job. You need to do it way before you pick any business. But spend time making sure that you have a clear understanding of what your day-to-day activity with that business is going to be, and that that business aligns with your strengths as an owner, as a leader of that company. And then look for businesses that are viable and that fit the profile of what you're looking for. So, anyways, I created a small assessment for you and for my clients, which I share with them when we work together privately. So, I'm sharing it with you today. It's a 15-question quiz. There's no right or wrong answer, but it's going to help you determine what kind of general path of business ownership you should consider based on who you are and what are your preferences. And then after you take that quiz, you'll see the results, but you may still have some questions. So I also invite you within that quiz to schedule a one-on-one free strategy call with me so we can discuss the results of that assessment, and you can ask me questions about real life examples of what that means, because it would be impossible to put all these examples in that quiz. And I would love to meet you and chat with you about your projects of entrepreneurship. So there it is. I'll post that quiz, a link to that quiz on on the video, and then on the comments, and as well the description. And meanwhile, thank you for watching, and cheers to building a life we love with the right business for you. Take care. Bye bye.